support. So for the initial assault, you can have Germans. Got some German guns?
They're better than ours.
If we can have them in their positions back here, yes.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Two German paratroopers. You always have air cover, as in fighter cover at high up. Yes. Okay. And each turn you can ask for something else, i.e. more fighters, yes, or some fighter bombers. In order to come onto a table, an aeroplane has got to get through the fighter cover, which we'll do until we tries it. Okay.
I mean, if for a German plane to come onto
German
the table,
plane,
it's got to come through our top cover.
Yeah, you've got constant fighter cover. They have got some fighters, and they have got some aircraft, but chances are it will not.
It won't turn up.
It won't be very difficult for them to get it to turn up. Okay?
Right.
And I'll work through that with you when you need to do it. But essentially, if you want a plane, you have to roll for it, and it will turn up into your pot, and then you can use it when you use it. It sits around for 2 periods, then goes away. Okay.
Here we have the opening statement, and here we see Darren carefully positioning his German infantry inside the buildings. And oh, that looks like an extremely nasty looking anti-tank gun. And tell of the mighty die rollers over on the other side. And the British commander's looking very pensive here. They know what's up for them. Moving across, we see the main battle line. This is a huge ridge with buildings either side, very good defensive position. Once we've actually punched through the first table, we'll come on to this one. This is where the main fight is going to take place. And then moving back here, past the hordes of, oh my goodness, that looks rather worrying. Large numbers of panthers there. And over here, we see Jim Rommel was a loser Webster, who is busy assembling a phenomenal quantity of products of the Third Reich. All those Stugs and Pumas and people like that. And fortunately, we do have some help, because over here are indeed the Paras. Yes. Yeah. A couple of gliders there, so they're going to be coming down and keeping Jimbo occupied until we can get through and help him. Okay, we're on the. So we've got the
Scots Church
Scots Guards Church moving up there. We've got the Royal Ulster Rifles with the most support elements coming up there. Big thumb up. And we've got the Lincolnshire Regiment moving up on there. And the Germans are dug in, but we'll soon winkle them out. There seems to be a lot of anti-tank guns, which is a bit worrying. And second move, the British Scots have moved into the ploughed field and are slowly picking their way across it. The tanks moving in support, the mortars unloaded, ready to fire. The Ulstermen are pushing slowly across the fields as well. Tanks have moved up, not caring at all about the linear obstacles, just ploughing straight through them. And the Lincolnshire people are just, amazing, they're ignoring the fields. I mean, Lincolnshire men, they'd want to sort of go into the potato fields, wouldn't they? But apparently not.
No, they rolled a D6 and they got tied up in the hedge. They got 6.
Actually, we've rolled 6 so far, both the times we've moved through, but we moved 50 to move 9 anyway. We couldn't go further than 9, so it's not so bad. Over there, the Germans are now contemplating whether it's worthwhile actually shooting. There's a man with indecision. Yeah, it's turn 4. Things are hotting up. An incredibly lucky shot by the German mortars aimed at our infantry took out the Achilles. One went straight down the centre of it. We brought all our artillery fire to bear on the gun there, which fired at our tank, but all the artillery fire strayed and killed off loads of infantry in the village. We've just heard over in the other hand, though, that one of our mortars has taken out an 88, so we're quite happy about the way things are going. Here we see Triss's tanks moving in a huge arc over the Normandy fields. The Ulster Rifles are slowly inching forward because they don't want to get killed, and the Scots have negotiated the hedges. Okay, we're moving up on them. We've taken out that. The Hetzers have appeared and just popped off one of our Stuarts. But apart from that, we are slowly grinding down the infantry. They're now moving away, but we'll get them, don't worry. And over here, the great inexorable move of Triss's tanks continues. And, oh, is there a Lincolnshire man being killed over there?
Yeah, tripped over a potato.
You tripped over a potato? What? You tripped over a potato? No, seriously, what got him?
Mortar.
Oh, inevitably. Well, interesting things happening here. Over here, the 2-inch mortar has basically cleared out that building. British firing have taken out a lot of the Germans. We've taken out that gun finally, even though it was done by the hordes of tanks. Over on the other flank, the Germans doing quite well. They took out one of the Churchill tanks, and then the Churchills returned fire, destroyed the gun, but the men were all right. They just tiptoed away. Over on the other side, the other Churchill has been heavily damaged by the other Pack 40 gun. So we're slowly beginning to grind in. The Hetzers have taken cover behind here. Darren is currently hiding his precious anti-tank assets, and they're having a lot of problems rolling for artillery. How many die rolls have you failed to get artillery in now?
This is turn 7, so that would be
7 turns. And what do you need to get him in?
The first 2, so it's 5 turns in a row. I don't know what it is. It's not a 1, which is the only thing he's ever rolled for artillery.
Oh dear. Perhaps he's just not liked by the Führer. Meanwhile, the B team over here, looks like a Stug there has been taken out. Is that right, Mr. Webster?
Light damage.
Light damage, a mere light damage. Well, I've got that then. Howitzers.
This guy can see the yeah, that's going to suck.
And there's much fighting going on over here. What the hell is that?
Piet passes heroic morale, comes out, heavy damage to the Stug. Totally neglecting the fact he's got 37mm there, but luckily missed.
Oh dear. So another Stug heavy damaged over there. The Paras are still holding their own, are they?
Yeah, we're pushing up. One battalion's been mashed up a bit, but they've sorted and started to clear the building. They've saw the Stugs off.
Pass me the scatter dice, sir.
Well, that's all good stuff. It's all going pretty well over on this flank.
Artillery on here.
And then that'll be a partially concealed target. So fire the Panzerfaust at the Stuarts.
That should take him out.
Hit, now throw some damage. So that's heavily damaged.
Bang.
Alright, now you can fire either fire at the same target with the other weapon, or you can fire at that partially concealed. There's a partially concealed moving target, so that's quite hard to hit.
So that's a
2 worse than you would be normally.
Or you can take that thing out completely. Decisions.
Yeah.
Whichever happens, the Führer will be
What the hell
unpleased.
will finish off the other scout tank? There's got to be these that knows the way around too.
No, this is what's true.
Probably hit.
Yeah, hit.
At that range. Damage.
That's going to kill it, isn't it?
Another heavy damage, that's dead.
You do want to hit the HQ unit, don't you?
4. 10 point. What's the answer? What's the marches again?
It's not that hot, I don't think it's
Tell. You know what it says here? Commanders of armies are something better to do than shoot each other.
It's getting close to the tricks.
So basically, our guys just go there and just lob a grenade in, and that's the end of it.
They'll die. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So that then. What about here? This is actually just lob a grenade at it, does he?
You can grenade it, you can assault it, you can shoot it. House.
Take your pick, mate. Do you want to grenade it, shoot it, or he's going to grenade it? Grenader.
When you get 1 die, so you can shoot it and grenade it.
Okay,
you get
shoot
1
and
dice for your grenade, which does nothing, and you throw your fire in, which will kill.
You've got 6 people in that attack. Point blank range, hard cover.
But you get 1 off, 1 for the fact you threw a grenade on them.
Yeah.
So shoot as well, and you get 1 for being 2 for being regular. So
Yeah.
8 points.
See if we can beat this.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to fire at that then.
First group shooting at that. 1 casualty. Second group shooting at that.
Ooh.
3 casualties. That's 4 casualties. That's the crew out. Yeah. decrewed it.
It's decrewed, so you might as well remove it. It's not going to be any effective. Just destroy it.
Go over there.
They're not. They're going to be dead, aren't they, man?
We've got a spare gun, lads.
Quick, run to the gun!
Okay, medium range, hard, 4.
Hard cover.
5, 6. Oh, one casualty.
The Hetzer didn't shoot, did it?
This 3-inch mortar at them is 3s
fire.
to hit, direct fire, 3s to hit. First shot, hang on, I need direct fire. First shot, hit. Second shot, hit. Damage. The 3-inch mortar is
The low, it's the second one down.
8 points. Table 2. 1 casualty. No effect. So another casualty on there. 2-inch mortar.
Yay!
Is out of range. No, it's just on range.
Oh. The lethal 2-inch mortars.
Hit. Missed.
So 1 hit.
1 hit on that table. So another casualty.
Okay, here is the new table. So we have coming on here some British infantry brigade, led by some platoon infantry tanks, and some Achilles there coming up on there, and the Germans have dug in those ruined buildings, and they've got a long line of very unpleasant looking Panther tanks hidden inside the hills on there, and more of that. The British have put in the armoured divisions here. These are the 23rd Hussars. I think this one is Fife Yeomanry. It is Fife and Forfar Yeomanry. So this is 2 of the armoured regiments. Another one yet to come on. The plan is to put engineers on. Shermans to come on after the engineers to come on. Clear out that building. It's not going to be too easy. That's a very good defensive position. The thing is, there's a forest behind it, and there's absolutely no way of knowing what's behind it. Depressingly, the weather's cloudy, so we've got no air support. Shoot, we can't see anything else.
We'll try the artillery, yes.
Oh dear.
So I'm pretty certain we can see these lots.
3 batteries.
Right.
To let him do this, are you?
The scattered ice.
So we've got loads of them.
Ones. Right.
We're following Tell round now as he prepares to roll the dice.
Well, we've rolled first battery, see if we can call it in.
Yeah. Yes.
Good starts.
What the hell?
Right at that point there, okay. Bang on. Moving.
There is no bang on in these rules. And then try again.
Oh, very good.
3
That's
inches.
great.
Probably got those 2.
That would get those 2 carriers.
Well, it looks like there's a bit of a traffic jam there because the German artillery has made quite a mess of that lot. So that's rather put a crimp in our plans rather badly. And the Panthers have charged down the hill and took one of the Achilles out.
It's exciting, I think. Yeah, it's like, that's going to be interesting.
I don't know what's going to happen on this right flank. It's looking very odd, but we'll have to see what we can do. Over on this side, the Germans took a shot and damaged the Sherman firefighter, but nothing else has happened yet. Oh, he's tells me more dire on now. That's singly 1 hit.
I think that's going to hit.
What are you firing for? Well,
2 shots on the firefighter. So it's over long.
yeah, it's long range. Yeah. Okay. So I think that 5's going to hit. And that's killed it. Okay, well, things are moving on here. We've brought on the engineers, and they're streaming up here behind another infantry battalion coming up behind him. We've unloaded. The Germans opened fire and didn't do any damage at all. And instead, on that one, and we've just cleared out that building. There's nobody left inside there. We've heavily damaged the people in that one as well. We've lost a few tanks, but we've taken out the anti-tank gun up there and smoked everything up on that hill. So it's making inroads, but there's still an awful lot of Panther tanks up there. Over on this side, Kieran has seized his objectives. He's driven the enemy off. He's got phenomenal quantities of artillery.
With a stupid amount of mortars.
And what's more, they are being attacked from both directions by Jim. Rommel was a loser Webster over here.
Jim Runstead.
Jim Runstead, yes, that's it, thank you. Jim Runstead over here.
His coordinators attacked really well.
And the Germans have brought in their reinforcements. Panzer Mark IVs have come bouncing over, and the Panthers have come charging through the smoke screen to engage. Oh my goodness, it's frightening. It's very frightening. Over here, the Panthers have taken out one of the bring-on carriers and have retreated back up the hill. That's okay, we can take them out and let's go. Around 6, 7, who knows. Basically, you moved up and fried it with a flamethrower. How much damage did you do to them?
It just means they've all got to evacuate the building.
I bet they have. Over here, the Achilles damaged one of the Panthers that have retreated up there. But apart from that, not too much happening there. Over on here, this side of the Dand, the last armoured brigade has come on and opened fire at the wall of Panthers up there. Didn't do an awful lot of damage. The anti-tank guns there hit and heavily damaged one Panther. The Fireflies down here took another Panther out, also took out a Panzer IV and damaged all of the others, so there's a morale check for them. These went up to the building and hit it, did a few casualties, not much more, knocked a few more down here. The last infantry regiment is moving up, so we are beginning to make a bit of an impression on them. We are beginning to push round, and it's looking a bit dicey for them. And over here on this flank, what's happening over on this flank? There's Jim Runstead and his Pumas. Pumas and Marders and things.
Right, I'm clearly in range now with your building.
Yeah, you need
and the Paras. Oh, he's knocked out an armoured car there or something.
That's a German armoured car, knocked out previously.
Oh, I see. And over here, you see the Paras are all dug in. Is the reserve brigade come on yet, Kieran?
Yeah, he's got everybody on his car.
They're not having any of that, are they?
My goodness, are those Tiger tanks?
Yeah, but they didn't do anything.
More Tiger tanks?
Yeah.
You must be very proud.
Not particularly.
But we've got 6 pounders.
Whoa. Well, there you go.
6 pounders and gammon bombs. What more does a man need?
A real man needs nothing more than that.
So the only
just gammon bombs.
Gammon bombs.
Okay, well the smoke's disappeared. The Germans have retreated behind the gun line. The British just stay put here.
Finished firing?
Yeah, we have. And they've just pulled back. They took out that last Panther. They finally cleared that building. They're pushing round on the flanks. They took out one of the Marders on this side, but they missed all the soft-skin vehicles. Over on this side of the field,
Yes.
there was a rather friendly fire incident which lost half the entire platoon. The entire company wiped out. It's pretty depressing. But the Brits are now in possession of that hill. The Germans are moving up a Lorried Infantry Regiment, is it?
Yes.
Lorried Infantry Regiment.
Two Lorried Infantry battalions.
2 Lorried Infantry battalions. And Darren doesn't look very hopeful about their chances, though. And, well, he might. But they've got some anti-tank guns there, mate. It should be all right. No, he doesn't seem very hopeful about that. One of the Panthers up there got hit. The other one got heavily damaged, so they're not particularly good nick either. It's the end of turn 8. The British are now charging up over here. They've knocked out the last Panther over there. The Germans are rapidly redeploying to protect their flank, and it's been quite successful. They've done quite a lot of damage. They knocked out the OP tank. They knocked out a few other bits and pieces here.
So you've got about half your tanks left. No, not a bit less than half your tanks left.
Isn't there a morale check for some of these Panzer IVs?
Yeah, they're all right. The rest of them are dead. Although you're approaching 50% losses of the armour, aren't you? What would you do in a real world? You pull back somewhere else, and you've got both flanks turned.
You'd probably put your tanks up there on the screen and get the rest off as quick as you could.
Well, he's not lost very much infantry actually. He could really piss you off. He could dig into the woods and it'd take you hours to get through.
And over here, the Paras are still valiantly holding out. It's like you're counter-attacking.
A lot of tanks.
Knocked a lot of tanks out. Yes, you can tell by the extremely pissed off expression by the German commander. How many have you lost?
I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks in
Are
total.
they completely destroyed those or just damaged? Or?
Five completely destroyed, 1 light damage.
My goodness, how do these Paras do it? Mighty are the gammons on.
Followed by 6s with 6-pounders.
Oh, 6-pounders.